don't have their three.
Okay. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this impromptu coaching call. We are in October Takeover. This is the October Takeover, and we are going to have more promotions, more rank ups than in any month before now. So, what I wanted to do, I wanted to get with you all this morning for the people who don't have their three, and make sure you all knew the foundational things that it takes that you need to be have in your arsenal and be working on in order to get you ranked up to platinum director. So grab a piece of paper and a pen, because as I go through these 10 things, some of it's going to be practical things you should be doing, some of them are going to be mindset things that you are doing. So let's jump right in. So, the first thing that I want you all to understand is before you start to work your business, you've got to get in the right mindset. Sometimes people are like, oh, mindset again. Yes, yes, y'all. Mindset is everything. If your mental is not right, you will not be taking the right actions. If your mental is not strong, you will not be as resilient as you could be. So I'm telling you, and I need you as you raise yourself up in leadership to make personal development and mindset work key. Because as you get a team that has a strong mind and they understand the power of their mind and the power of the mental faculties that God gave them to make this earth experience a great one, it'll be like night and day in the results. It'll be like, oh my gosh, things are just working out so much better for me. And remember, you can know these things, but still not really be doing these things. So it's not in the knowing, it's in the doing. So the first thing that I want you all, I'm gonna share my screen and I'm going to go to the our team Facebook group, not Cynthia's, but but our team, the big group, because there are two videos that I want you all to, and one in particular that I want you all to listen to if you can every day this month, because it is going to put you in the right frequency of thinking big, of having a resiliency about you, of knowing exactly what what you should be doing in order to attract people to you who are ready for your offer. Can you all see Bob Proctor's face right there?
Yes, I see it. I think everybody else does too.
Yes.
Okay. So I
Yes.
want you to go into and write this down as number one. Go into the health and wealth group, and I want you to listen to Believe Bigger, Achieve Greater. Now, if you can, listen to it with pen and paper or whatever you take notes on. Because it's one thing to really hear it, but when you get a word and you can really meditate on it and you impress it into your subconscious, because there's a lot of things that he's going to tell you that you would have heard, but you're not doing. And I promise you, when you start really doing it and when you get an understanding of what it takes to win and live bigger and greater and more abundantly, you'll be like, oh, you know what, I was not doing these things, and your whole life will start to shift when you do them consistently. So go here, grab that link, and save it in your notes. Save it where you have easy access to it, okay? So I want you to get this one, Believe Bigger, Achieve Greater. And then also there is one, let me grab it right now because it's very important, on visualization. Again, you all have heard of visualizing. Maybe you've done it once or twice. But if you are telling me, I want to get the money issue out the way, I want to live a more prosperous life, I want to rank up the 3-star, 4-star ambassador, you've got to understand the role that visualization can play in this, in getting you unstuck and manifesting that in your life. Okay. It's going to make it so much easier than just using your sheer will. This is a power that God has given us that is so underutilized that can change and shift everything for you. So while we're on the phone, I'm going to post this one on visualization in the group. So it's done. So you'll be able to grab that link as well. In fact, I'm going to put it in Rank Up and I'm going to put it in the group. Okay. So, all right. So you got those two things. So number one, and this is not a non-negotiable. If you want to make it harder, you can on yourself and not do this, but this is a negotiable, guys. Getting you and your team members, like we will ascend the ranks as a team. We will come in. Here we are. What is it? 5 years after Cynthia, and we will jump over so many people as a team. We will ascend the ranks. But this will be like a superpower when people are like, my gosh, how is she doing this? How did she attract this team? How are they getting all these leaders? How are they ranking up so fast? You got to understand the technology that you are. Let me put it like that. I don't know if y'all ever heard that. The technology that you are, that God made you, and use this to your favor for your business. So what did y'all write down as number one?
In the right mindset. Get in the right mindset.
Okay.
Listening to the video every day, Believe Bigger, Achieve Greater, Bob Proctor, and also while listening, if you can, take notes.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. So I got that down as number one. Number one, that's priority. You're going to continue forever and ever in the big group to hear us talk about putting importance on personal development. Okay. Now let's move on to number two. Y'all know it at 12 o'clock is the corporate Zoom. Okay. Number two. I'm going to read this to you because it's probably showing up for you backwards. But I need everybody, if you haven't done it, to write this out on an index card and really get this into your psyche. If they don't hear from me, they're going to hear from somebody, so they might as well hear it from me. So when you're starting your business and you're working on getting 3, guys, when you're working on your 3, and even from there, it's all in the numbers. I promise you, it's in the numbers. You and some of your team members get caught up in, like, is this person going to join or not? You know, the prejudging thing and whatever. But when I am pitching, and especially when I'm texting, whatever, I create my pitch in a way that I'm just sending it out to everybody in a not in a spammy way. I'm like telling them a story, and people, like, by nature, as humans, we love to hear stories. We grew up on bedtime stories, so we accept stories. Stories engage us. So when I pitch, I'm telling some type of story, albeit short, but you hear me always say, 10 months ago, I was in Dubai and I prayed a prayer because this was going on and this is what happened. It's a story. It's not just I got this business. You need to sign up and come join me. That's a salesy. But when you can engage someone in your story, what is going on in your life that made you open, what is going on in your life that made you take a look, then there's a greater connection. You're not just trying to sell somebody something. But this, I need you guys to write down. And getting your 3, this is important because this isn't a mindset you need to embrace. If they don't hear about it from me, they're going to hear about it from someone. So they might as well hear it from me. So when you think on that, it's like, oh my God, I got to tell them, because I would be feeling sick. I'd be feeling a certain type of way if I'm sitting here prejudging. Next thing I know, they're in. Let me tell you what just happened to me recently. So I was maybe like 5 months ago, I was reaching out to my girlfriend's personal trainer, Charles, and telling him about Trevorium, and there was a lot of excuses. Oh, I don't have time. This is when I'm training during this time. I can't get on the Zoom. So his girlfriend, she does a lot of posting. She's like business minded, helps people with relationships. And I was thinking, I need to talk to Kendall. I really need to talk to Kendall. I need to talk to Kendall. But guess what? I never reached out to Kendall until either yesterday or the day before yesterday. And she said, oh, yeah, send me the video. I would love to see it, but I think I just signed up on something like this. I think it may be the same thing. What's the name of it? And I could have kicked myself. Procrastination is the thief of our tomorrows. If that girl's in the same thing, or even if she's not in Trevorium and she joined another travel business, guess whose fault that is? It is mine. Because I did not take the action when I knew it. I shouldn't have just kept on with her boyfriend. I should have reached out to her like my mind was thinking. If somebody comes into your mind, y'all, you got to act on that prompting and learn to move on it. So number 2 is getting the mindset.
Boomy, before you go on, you said something that stuck out for me. You said procrastination is the thief of, and I didn't get the rest of it.
Of our tomorrow.
Of our tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
I was going to ask the same thing. Thank you.
Procrastination is the thief of our tomorrows. All right. So does everybody have that wording? If they don't hear it from me, they are going to hear it from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So they might as well hear it from me.
That's right.
Y'all all have that written down?
Yep, I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes, I have it.
Yes.
All right. If they don't hear it from somebody, they'll not hear it from me. They're going to hear it from somebody. So they might as well hear it from me. All right. That was number 2. All right. So now the third thing is, so again, in helping you get your 3, this is the mindset that you need to embrace that's going to propel you to be like, oh, not to prejudge, but you know what? Somebody's not going to prejudge on the person that you're prejudging on. So again, overcoming self and like, look, let me go ahead and at least just tell them. So at least they know, and they would have heard about it from me. Okay. So the next thing, number 3, and I talk about this often, but guys, it is so real and valuable and important and potent to your success. And is this. Can anybody tell me what this is? I know you may not can see it clearly. What am I holding up?
Your prospect list. That's what it looks like.
Yes, that's what it is, a prospect list. I'm telling you guys, having a written prospect list still in this day and age where everything is digital will make you more effective. When Wednesday night comes for the Show Me the Money Zoom, when Thursday night comes for the Show Me the Money Zoom, if you have a list and it's written, you will be so much more effective in remembering who you need to reach out to, who you need to remind, who you need to get on these calls, who you need to expose, because you can't leave it up to your mind. You may can think of some people, but I'm telling you, when I refer to this list, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about Show. I forgot about Pamela. I need to get Delphine on. I forgot about Renee. Oh my goodness, Roy. I haven't reached out to Jude. All of this right here, guys. So you got to get the names out of your head and onto a piece of paper. Now, if you rely on just your head when you're making your list when you start, you'll probably come up with 25 names. You might do 50, maybe. But when you actually use a memory jogger and do the memory jogger exercise, that number will double and triple. You will have a 100 names list. And if your list is less than 100, it's really not enough people for you to talk to. So you got to do a list expansion exercise. So write down number 3. I must expand my list. In network marketing, your list is your raw materials for doing business. It's the people for you to talk to. If your list is 15, that's not a winning number. I need you guys to tell your team members, if they only got 15 on their list, 25, that is not a winning number. That's a start, but you got to teach them how to expand. You got to teach yourself how to expand your list. Now, does everyone know where to find the ultimate memory jogger in order to expand your list?
No.
All right. So let's see if I can share this here. If you've been in the business for probably 6 months, it has been emailed to you.
Okay.
But if you haven't, it's also under in WhatsApp. I'm gonna tell y'all how to get to it in WhatsApp. So you got to learn how to really use, and it's not that hard, y'all. Use WhatsApp. When you click on Rank Up Trevorian Bit Group, on that screen, you'll see media, links, and docs. Click on media, links, and docs. And when you click on docs, you're going to see it says Ultimate Memory Jogger PDF. It'll say 72 pages. You do not have to print out all of those pages. And I'm posting this into the chat now. The Ultimate Memory Jogger. The pages that are very important to expand the list would be when it asks you, all right, who do you know that likes to camp? Who do you know that is likes to dance? Who do you know that does martial arts? Who do you know that likes to fish? Who do you know? And so, for example, if you're like, oh, I don't know anybody that likes to fish, but you think of somebody who eats fish, it's not about them doing this specific thing or being this specific thing. It's about your mind pulling up people you have forgotten about. Who do you know that's a lawyer? Who do you know that's a pharmacist? Maybe you don't know a pharmacist, but you know a person that takes lots of medication. When the name comes up, write it down. You do not even have to have the phone number. Write down the name. I've seen it a million times. Through the law of attraction, when you start thinking of somebody that you don't know how to get in touch with them and you don't know where they are anymore or what you did with their number, something will happen. You will find that person on Facebook. You'll see them out in the mall. Somebody will mention them and say, oh, yeah, I talk to them all the time. Just get the names out of your head and onto a piece of paper. You may call this, or somebody can call this old school network marketing, but he who has the biggest list wins. Some people may expand their list through their marketing and have it in their contact manager online. I like to, and I'm doing that through the system Jeff has, but this right here, I can take with me anywhere. I love having it right there. So I'm just looking on here to see who do I need to invite? Who do I need to pitch to? Who do I need to follow up with? Okay. So what's number 3?
Have a written prospect list
And where are you going to find it if you don't have it?
in the WhatsApp or the documents.
Media.
Or the documents.
Docs.
Yes. And if you go in there right now, you'll see it in the feed because I just shared it to the feed.
Okay.
Okay. But if ever somebody needs it, so for example, in WhatsApp, you can only see what has been posted since you've joined. So like if you add a person today, they won't see that memory jogger because they joined after the memory jogger was posted. So remember that if you're trying to get people to refer back to something, you can only see what's been posted since you joined. But now all of you all have access to it because I just reposted it.
I have a question. So is there a way that we can send that to them because we know where it is and we'll already have it if we save it?
Save it to your device and then email it to them.
Okay.
All right. So save it to your device and then you can email it out to your team. Now, this is Eric Worre's GoPro memory jogger. There's a lot of even scripts and things of that in there for network marketers. And there's a lot of, blank pages to print out as well. So people don't have to print out everything at one time because as I said, it's 72 pages. But get in there, use that memory joggers to get those names out of your head and onto the paper. All right, so that was 3, right? Okay, next thing. What is the system The name of the system that we use to share the business.
The baseball system.
Yes, thank you. The baseball system. Trust the system, guys, and trust the process. The process works. That is the step-by-step way of sharing the business in order for people to be exposed, informed, and then you get help closing, and then they make a decision. You've got to be using the baseball system step by step, and then you've got to make sure that your team is learning it. Okay? Now, the first step is the pitch. How many of you all right now can go on your phone and copy and paste to me the pitch that you use when you're pitching to people? Wanda, can you do that?
Okay.
If you can't, it's okay. I'm just asking yes or no. Can you go into your phone and just go to a pitch and copy it and then send it to me? Wanda, can
Yes,
you do that?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Mia, and if you can't, just say, no, I can't. Mia, can you do that?
No, I can't.
Raven, can you do that?
Yes.
Carolyn, can you do that?
I have it in my notes, but I also basically work from a notebook.
Okay, so you got it. So yes. All right. Let me see who else is on here. All right. Jeff, can you do that?
Not only can I do that, I've been doing it. So
All
yes.
right. Marquina, can you do that? And Merle, can you do that?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you ask me that question again? I'm sorry,
And
Boomy.
I know you're just getting going, so your answer is probably no.
I can do it. I just got to
Merle
go to
can
my
do it.
notes. Yeah, I
Okay.
can go to my notes and do it.
Marquina, do you have a pitch that you can copy and paste that you can send out to prospects already that's formulated?
No, I don't.
Okay. Vanessa, can you do that?
I just been listening and then just.
And Al, can you do that?
Yes.
Okay. So for those of you who said no, that you can't do it, and those of you who are on here who are just listening because you're team leaders and some of your team members are on here, you got to make sure that everybody on your team has the first step, which is the pitch. Hold on. Okay. Now, the pitch, there are several pitches, but the main framework is the one that is, I've discovered a way to make daily pay in the $10 trillion travel, entertainment, and lifestyle industry. If I sent you a short video, would you take a look at it? Right? That's like the framework pitch that Cynthia shared with us months ago to use. Now, I've been teaching you all to add your story to that. I've been teaching you all to just use it as a framework, but that is a pitch. I've put it out multiple times. Pitch scripts have been emailed to the people on the email list. I have taught you about adding your story to that pitch. And let me give you an example of what I mean when I say adding your story. So my pitches, what I send out, I keep in my notes. Anything that you really want to get back to quickly is a good idea to put in your notes on your phone. Now, Mia, you say you don't have the pitch, but I know you do because I've sent you several pitches. You just got to go back.
Okay.
All right. So you have a pitch, but let me read you a pitch. One of the pitches I came up with one of the guys on the team. Hey, Joe, I've got something that I wanted to share with you. And this is a story. One of my highly successful friends recently shared with me a phenomenal way to make money while I'm sleeping. When I first heard about it, I didn't know if I would be interested or not. But once I thoroughly looked at the information, I got excited. Do you hear that story? Do you hear him telling his story?
Yes.
That's just like 10 seconds or probably less, but that's a story. That's something that people grab onto. Oh, okay. He like me, he didn't think he was going to be interested. And
Mm.
so then this goes into the framework pitch. He says, so I've actually discovered a way, thanks to my friend, to make daily pay in the $10 trillion travel, entertainment, and lifestyle industry. And no, this has nothing to do with being a travel agent, LOL. If I sent you a short video, would you take a look at it? So that is his pitch, okay? That he's copying and pasting and sending out to people to see whom is open to take a look at the video. Everything starts with the pitch. Whether you be like, I think Raven said, you know what? Rather than texting, I like using the phone. Yes, phone is king. So she gets a pitch that she's going to verbally share with others. You might have it written down, you might have a framework, but she's picking up the phone and pitching. Maybe you are going to say, I'm going to take 30 minutes and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to copy and paste out to 25 people in this 30-minute time using the nooks and crannies. But guys, remember I said it's all about the numbers. So you expand your list, and then you got to pitch. You got to send something out to pique the interest to see if they're open to taking a look at the videos, which is the first step. All right. So put that down. I must have my pitch together. Does anybody have any questions about pitching the ball?
Boomy, would you mind putting a pitch in the chat that we can copy and paste for today?
That one that I just shared?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna put it in the WhatsApp chat.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, because I
will
forgot
help
some
a
of the
lot.
Yeah,
words
I
already.
think that'll help because
Yeah.
I was trying to write it and I'm like, wow, that's a
It's a
lot. I'm
lot.
not gonna be able to get all that.
Oh yeah, no, that's a lot. So
Yeah.
listen, guys, I often put when I do videos in the chat, I try to make them short. Sometimes they may be 6 minutes, but I try to make them short because and when you see me posting things like this, I often post in the chat scripting and words and things for you to say, for you to do, things that you remember. So really try to look at them. And we want to try as much as possible to keep the things in the chat about business building and yes, applauding people when they do things, right? Recognition. But often I post in the Facebook group, then share to the chat so that you can go back into the Facebook group, and that's where you will be congratulating the people. Because a lot of times important messages get pushed down in the feed on WhatsApp because of like the chitter chatter. So it's better to make the comments on a in the feed in the Facebook group. Okay.
And Boomy, you're referring to the big group, Facebook
Yes,
group?
the big group,
Okay.
our team group, Health and Wealth Big Group.
And when you say notes, you might want to expand on that when people say, because you're referring to the Notes app on a phone, right?
Yeah, can you explain that?
Yeah, Notes is an app that's built inside your phone, your system, everyone on your phone. And if you go there, you'll be able to access that app that's part of your phone apps. And that's when you'll be able to make those notes and put those links in there so that you can have access to it. You won't be searching for them, but
Right.
look on your phone and for that app called Notes, and you'll be able to put everything in there and be one place for everything for you.
Exactly. I do that. I categorize them. Some of them are Boomy. Some of them are Travoyam videos, Travoyam links or Cynthia's links.
Gotcha. Yes.
So that so I know exactly where to find it. Also, Boomy,
Excellent.
I want to make a note because you already know sometimes when I'm sending out, and I don't know whether it's my phone or what, but sometimes when I do copy and paste the video, some of the people that I send it to don't get it. So I've been asking them to give me their emails and as well. And that has been working for me. I've been able to send the video to the
And
email.
some loud car driving by.
Okay.
Good. Yes, email definitely.
Yeah.
as a backup. People get their text messages normally readily first, fastest, but email is good because I've had some people, for some reasons, maybe, I don't know if it's the carriers or what, maybe block some messages. Okay. Was that number 4 or 5?
4.
It was 4. Okay.
For the baseball system.
Yeah, some pitches. Make sure. So everybody here should have a pitch. Everybody should hold their team members as you get them accountable to having a pitch. Because, like, if you don't got a pitch, like, you're not doing no business. That's the first step of what you're going to send out. That's the first step of the baseball system. Oh, and I want to make sure you all know this. Inside of Cynthia's group, under featured, I'm going to go there. Hold on. Monetizing my dream life. If you need, like, I want to pitch for realtors. I want to pitch for people in healthcare. I want to pitch for, like, nail techs, for seniors. If you go here and you click on featured, which I'm clicking on right now, you'll be able to scroll and see that there are she has different pitches depending on different focuses, depending on, like, the niche of the person. Oh man, I don't have my glasses.
Yeah, and I find that as you're strolling, Boomy, July starts becoming the current stuff, or right at the end of June, you get the script and all that with all the latest ones. But I always look for July.
Okay, so see here, July here. It says scroll through the posts that have been posted in this group by our members. Choose a few different ones that you like and do a screenshot of the post to send to your prospects. Text them this script. So she even gives a focus and a guide, starting back, like Al said, in July, on, like, what you can do. Here's something you can send out to seniors, a little video. Here's the scripting and words to say. So I just want you all to understand that you can go into the Monetizing My Dream Life under featured. And this is where, if you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to post, look right here. Okay. So she has all of that under featured. Look, Monday focus, stylists and barbers. Most are off on Monday. Who do you know in the hair industry? Ask family and friends who does their hair and ask them to introduce you to them. Let them know you have shot a short commercial they need to see. Ask on social media who's a stylist or a barber. Pitch the ball to barber, stylists, and braiders. Here's the script. After having a small chit chat with them, say, how has business been going in this crazy economy for you? Side note, being a salon owner, which is what she is, she knows that it slows down. And then you say, I've discovered a way for people in the hair industry to make passive residual income in their sleep. Are you open to taking a look at what they are doing? It won't take much of your time. You look like you're not allergic to making more money this year than last year. Is that correct? LOL. Okay. And then there is a short commercial for the barbers and hairstylists. Now, who did not know that this was here? Unmute. Let me know if you did not know.
I did not know it was there.
I know more than you. Anybody else? Who else did not know? And a lot of people, if they did not know, they still weren't using it. And especially when you're new people, and even most of you are new, you're working on your 3, it's like sometimes they need some help. They need some grounding. They need instruction and direction. So it's right here under featured. Okay. Y'all got that?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. That was I'll say that was number 5. All right. I need my glasses, y'all.
We're still at the number 4, right? Or is this number 5?
That should be number 5.
Yeah, put that number 5.
Okay.
I thought that was still with the pitch.
Yeah, but let's make it number 5.
Let's make it number 5. Okay.
1 minute.
Number 5, start with
All right,
Cynthia's
going
first.
into the group under featured and using
Okay.
she calls it like a daily focus. Under featured and finding the daily focus. It is still a part of a pitch, but it's just giving you another format for pitching. Okay. Now, for those of you who are working on, we're going to end in the next 10 minutes, who are working on getting your 3, you got to understand the fullness of the baseball system. So who here does not have the baseball system image? Unmute and let me know if you don't have the graphic of the baseball system. Okay, Marquina, who else? I see Marquina. Who else doesn't have it?
Oh, Lord.
So everybody else has it?
Mm.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about,
Yes, we have it. I have it.
I have it. I even made a copy of it.
Yes, I have it.
Okay. So when you're new, you got to really learn the baseball system. And you got to hold your people accountable to using the baseball system. I'm going to pull that. I'm going to try to find it on my computer and pull it up. Because what we have, when your new person signs up, you want to send this to them because they need guidance, right? And they need this gives them here we go, a vision of what we're talking about for how to play baseball. And then it also walks them through the steps. So let me go back to share. Okay. So in getting your 3, guys, you got to understand, you've got to be playing baseball. And you see, what's the first step?
Pitch the ball.
First step is pitch the ball. That's what I'm like, oh my God, if a person don't have a pitch that they're sending out consistently, like you're not even in the game, right? So the first step is the pitch. And in that pitch, it always ends with a question. If you want a response back from people, here's another tip, guys. Don't send a text without ending it in a question. Because the question is going to elicit some response or communication. Don't just tell them something, end it and ask something. Okay? That way you know they would have gotten it or response or whatever. So it ends with, if I sent you a short video, would you take a look at it? All right? Now, please do not get your feelings hurt if people don't respond. That is the importance of having a lot of people to pitch to, because if I pitch to 30, I'm not trying to get 30 people to respond. I'm just looking for that 2, 3, 5, maybe 7 that says, yes, send me the videos. Will you all promise me you won't get your feelings hurt when people don't respond?
Correct.
Promise.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Promise.
Yes.
That's a definite.
Now, if you only pitching a 2, you want those 2 to respond, right? It's like, oh my God, they didn't ask me. But if you're pitching a 22 and 2 respond, hey, you good. So you got to put the numbers in your favor. That's why I'm teaching you all to use the law of large numbers. Pitch to a large number of people and a small number responds back, great. You can always re-pitch to those people who didn't respond another time. You're ending with the if I would you formula. All great network marketers know about if I would you. If I sent you a video, would you look at it? If I invited you to a live Zoom tonight, would you be able to attend? If I would you, write it down. That's a formula. Get professional what we're doing here. So when they say yes, they would look at the video. Then that's when you send them the video. Okay. After the video, and it tells you right here to ask, what did you like best about what you heard? Then if their response is positive, then you edify for the 3-way call. I mean, this is how we do it. This is how I do it. I don't deviate. Sometimes people say, oh, what I do next? Look at the chart. Do what the image says to do. If they like the video, you edify and introduce them to your three-way call partners. Now, do you all have the list of at least 4 three-way call partners that I posted a couple of weeks ago? Do you all have that? I posted it in the WhatsApp chat.
I
Yes.
do.
Yes.
My number, Cynthia's number, Mo's number, Tia's number.
Anthony.
Right, and Anthony. Okay?
Mhm.
So you should have your three-way call partners' numbers saved in your phone. And we went over a training a couple weeks ago about the three-way call, and you're not asking people, can I get you on a three-way call? Take the word three-way out of your language. Just know that's what, when we talk to each other, that's what we say. But when someone likes something, it is immediately, oh man, I got to introduce you to my partner, Wanda. Then you edify and tell about Wanda, say, hold on, she stays real busy, but let me see if I can reach her. So you're not, oh, when would you be available for me to, like, I don't schedule out three-ways. A lot of you all do that. I don't do that. If you have to do that, it's fine, but I go right into it for right then. I have a sense of urgency. If they can't do it right then they'll stop me. But I'm like, girl, I love the same thing. I'm telling you, this thing is so awesome. Look, I'm just getting started. I'm just a few months into this, but I got to introduce you to my partner, Cynthia. She was a customer for 2 years. Then she decided, you know what? What if I really put something into this? She's been doing it for the last 3 years and now making $5,000 to $6,000 a week. Hold on, let me see if I can reach her. Go right into it, right? But I would have texted Cynthia beforehand to let her know, hey, I'm about to make some calls. I'm about to call a person. Are you available? Or I may send out three-way question mark, something like that, to see. So I would kind of know if she's going to be available. So, and a lot of times when y'all ask me, are you available at 6:30? I mean, a lot of times I'm like, just try me. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I might be changing a diaper. So I can't say yes or no. Will be available Thursday at 6:30. But I can kind of like feel my way. I might just say, yeah, I'm available, but just know you got to be, flexible. Always just text ahead of time. Okay.
Thanks for breaking that down, Boomy. I think that's something that we needed to hear as far as when it comes to three-way and not get so technical, but to kind of learn how to go with the flow.
Yeah.
And plus you've given us those 3 different people. So it's like, okay, you can't get over the Boomy or someone. Let's go next. It's full other number.
A lot of times. Thank you, Al. I'm like, oh, look, I wasn't able to get Cynthia. She must be tied up. But hold on, I got somebody else I want you to meet. I got to introduce you to Mo. This guy's been here a short period of time, saving incredible money, building this team. Like, he may be in my downline, but if there's some reason that I want to connect them to him to hear from another guy or somebody else who works for the federal government, I can still, use somebody. They don't always have to be an upline if they are a capable person of sharing and connecting with them. But I don't make appointments, y'all. That takes too long. I'm moving fast. Success loves speed. I'm getting a person on the phone. I want to go right into that three-way. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I had the baby crying. Hold on 1 second.
Well, Al, that's a great
Close that door.
great insight.
Because I think we get caught up in that part because it's like, well, I don't know if I should do that, but if I don't know if I'd be able to reach anybody, and you try to time everything, just go with the flow and go with the vibrations,
Exactly.
and you'll get it done.
That's crazy because that's what I did with the person who joined up. I couldn't get in contact with Boomy, and I called Tia. And Tia jumped right on it, and she talked to the guy. She talked to his wife. His wife had a lot of questions, and but he was primed. He was ready.
Excellent.
Yeah, and so he's now in my downline. I put him up under the 2 people that I had already recruited because and I could have put him on my left side, my right side. But I wanted to put him on my left side because I know that's my weakest side, right?
Well, that's where everybody should be adding people to their weak leg.
Yeah, power leg.
And I did that because I wasn't worried about getting my 3. It was about really just building that strong leg because I know eventually I'm going to get that 3.
I got what you're saying. You put him over there because you if you had put them on the other side, you would have been platinum. But right now, you weren't worried about that. You just wanted to get him on that weak side.
Yes.
Right. So you gave up the promotion
Mm-hmm.
for the strategy of the positioning.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, guys. So again, success, love, speed. I have a sense of urgency. I like to go with people when they're on the phone with me right now. If you like, okay, well, when can you do a three-way? And then they talking about some 4 days later at a certain time, then they're not gonna be ready. Then there's a whole another 2 weeks, y'all, and delayed this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta move with speed, y'all. So, and if they can't do it right then and then, they might say, oh, you know what? I gotta get ready to go for work. So I can't do it right now. And then I may say, okay, good. Well, how about tomorrow early in the morning? Is that better? So you just come up with a time, then a bracket of time. What's better for you, mornings or afternoons? So that three-way call, peak and pass. Still, I'm trying to what time is it? Still trying to ingrain this in the team. You can't do business by yourself, guys. Network marketing is a team sport. You got to be peaking and passing, peak and pass. That's what this is. You pique their interest and you pass it on to the three-way. You're listening, getting you're listening, and that's how you're learning to what your three-way call partners are saying, okay? Then after that, your job of your three-way call partner right then isn't to sign them up right then. They've only seen something little. It is to make that connection, get them feeling good about what they're doing, the process, and then they got to see the bigger picture. That's a full presentation. Show me the money, the lifestyle Zoom, Todd's presentation, recording of Daryl Maria or whatever. But the next step, third base, is for them to see the full presentation. After that, then you still get them back on the phone with the three-way call partner to answer their questions. Some of you are taking, when they say, oh, I don't have the money, oh, I don't have the time. You're like, oh, yeah, they would sign up, but they don't have the money. Y'all, I know how to overcome that. You need to get them on the phone with me so you can hear what I say. Don't just take that and feel like, oh, okay, well, they will eventually get the money and come back. That's not how it happens. You got to get them mentally in the game, keep them exposed, because the repetition of the information builds belief, which is one thing they need, and desire. I want y'all to learn that. I keep saying it. The repetition of the information builds their belief and their desire. So you got to make sure that you understand that these people that you're working on bringing in so you can get your daily pay and beyond are having multiple exposures. You are re-inviting them. You are keeping them engaged in the information. You are continuing to drip on them. Okay? So doing this baseball system, guys, you will get your 3 for profitability. Now, all right, I'm gonna end it right there because it's almost time for the training. Does anybody have any questions? Because I promise you, you just focus on this. This is October takeover. You will rank up to platinum, but you got to get started early in the month, and you got to start with using the law of large numbers. You made today. I want to challenge some of you all today to say, you know what? I haven't been pitching, or I haven't been pitching enough. Let me get this pitch and send out to 25 people today. I'm going to challenge you all to that. So,
awesome.
And go ahead, Al.
No, I was gonna say, hey, and I'm focusing not on the 30th of September, but I'm focusing on the 15th. So I think if we focus on getting stuff done by the 15th, let that be your 30th.
Yes.
So we can always have some open space for getting more help. But let's think 15th, guys, in the middle of the month to see where we're at.
Yes.
And work as if it is the 30th.
Yes. Powerful, powerful. All right. Anybody else have anything to add? Questions, comments, feedback?
Yeah. Can you get this video that we're just doing today back to us as soon as possible, so I can send it out to the people that I brought in?
Okay. Yes. It's going to render. Do me a favor. Ask me about it again later. Okay.
Will do.
All right. Marv, I see your hand raised.
I just want to say that I put the names and telephone number of all the partners to call for three-way in the chat.
Thank you. Appreciate your leadership, Marva. And Marva's having a live travel party in what city in Virginia?
Alexandria, Virginia, tomorrow at 3:00 p.m.
All right, post that flyer again, okay?
Okay.
All righty. All right, guys. I love you all.
You didn't see my hand
Thank you,
raised. Huh?
Boomy.
Oh, no, I didn't. Go ahead, Jeff.
I just want to say, first of all, my favorite spot, I got my $2 off. We're using the platform, using the system. But I want to tell you guys that this system truly works. I know I'm just platinum, but we've been using this in other companies, and we just got to be consistent in this process. And I have people actually respond back like a week or two later, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they say, "Oh, I'm tired of right now," and I say, "Well, do you mind if I keep you up to date every 30 or 60 days?" They say, "Sure." They always say,
Right.
"Sure." And then the next thing I do is I hit it with testimonials and keep hitting it with testimonials. But what she's saying is 100% powerful and true. So I cannot wait for us to do it on a great scale together and get it a 4-star on the meal. Let's go.
And we're going to dominate, y'all. We dominate. Oh, 4-star is done this month. And that right leg, I need 18 more. That's done. But I want all y'all to be done. Everybody getting daily pay. We should not have anybody who says, I want to build this thing, I want to rank up, not getting daily pay. We need to make that the standard and get uncomfortable if a person goes 90 days without daily pay. Right?
Right. Absolutely.
All right. Anybody else? All right, guys.
We'll get over to the other training, okay?
Yeah, I'm going over there right now. All right,
Thank
see you
you.
guys. Corporate
Thank you,
training
Boomy.
every 12 o'clock, every Saturday, if you can get on there. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll get the recording out for this.
Okay.